Right guys, another day off. It's Monday. I get every Monday off. So, a few jobs I got to do today. Nothing really inside the filter house. I might really wrap my brain later on and see what fittings I need for my drum filter, because I'm picking up my drum filter next week. Yes! I got a few things to do out here. Managed to get some more of those polytop nails. So I've got to do some polytop nails across there. I got a little bit of timber to put around the front. I'm going to do some stonework. And then hopefully I'm going to start doing the new pond cover. That started in the garage, by the way. So I'm getting there. Oh, I thought it was raining. I could hear rain, but I couldn't feel it. But if someone's using a power tool. Yeah, guys. So what I'm going to do is, it's not going to be a massively long video, I wouldn't have thought today. But I'm just going to tie up a few odd ends. And also, I'm looking forward to making my pond cover. Looks pretty cool at the moment. It looks like one of those balsa wood aeroplanes, you know, like in their wing, where you got all the spines, all the ribs. Looks pretty cool. Might take off in that at one point. But anyway, let's crack on with this, and we'll see if the video's worth putting out. Who knows? Guys, there is nothing better than using a brand spanking new saw. Wowzers, cuts like butter. Doesn't cut like butter, cuts through timber like butter. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm halfway through my, what would you call them, noggins? I don't know. Let me spin you around. Yeah, so what I'm doing is, obviously, I've got, so these obviously 2x6s. I've cut them down to the size, and as you can see there, I've given them a chamfer. So we've got the full height, 6 inches down here, and then we've got, I think it's 4 inches down here. So we've got a drop of 2 inches on each side. So I've got the other ones here. So these should all slot together. But now you know what I mean. They look like the ribs off an old plane or something like that. Lovely. So I got to cut these to size now, and then I'm going to put this all together down here on a nice flat base. And I'm hoping it's going to fit in the pond. If it doesn't, well, we're back to the drawing boards, aren't we? Also, guys, I absolutely love tools. You can't do the jobs if you haven't got the tools. Now, I don't mind spending an extra couple of quid for good tools that'll last a lifetime. I love DeWalt. Not Makita, DeWalt. However, I do have some Makita stuff. But DeWalt is the one. Ooh, pays to have the right tools, guys. I'm telling you now. I ain't an advocate for DeWalt, but if you're going to buy something, you may as well buy those. Yeah, done my frame, guys. I can't believe how this has worked out, but it works out that I have 3 segments of exactly 90 cm, which is the exact width of one of those polycarb sheets. Well, that was just a bit of a bonus, to be honest. That wasn't planned. That's just, and when I'm saying exactly. So let me spin you around and show you. But this, guys, literally, I can walk on top of this on the pond. It is going to be so strong. Yes, guys, look at that. Looks like something made by Leonardo da Vinci. It's a crazy flying machine. But, guys, this literally, I'm going to be able to walk on this. Do you know what I mean? It is like literally bombers. And I put it together with just simple screws. So this can come off, or it's heavy enough actually to sit on top of my pump house roof and not blow away in storms and all that kind of stuff if I ever want to store it. So that is absolutely perfect, right? So you can see how I've made it there. I don't know what that's called. Is it called a bird's mouth? Or I don't know, whatever. But anyway, she is perfect. Now you can see that slight cant all the way across. And what I am going to do is, I'm just going to attach one of those rails all the way across the top. So when I've got the polycarb tops in, they'll sit in here, and all the water that goes in there will just roll off. So it gives it a bit of a waterproof sort of, I don't know, zenith, I guess. The only problem is this is going to be a little bit heavy to carry up there, but I'm pretty sure I can carry it up like that. What I'll do is I think I'll attach the polycarb sheets to it up by the pond. So I'm going to clear up the pond now, and we'll whack that on. Yeah, really chuffed with this, guys. Guys, I love building stuff. Mate, guys, you've got to get a garage this big. because you could sleep in here. I could divorce my wife and just live in here, not a problem. I'd love it. In fact, I might just go in the house tonight and start a horrendous argument about how expensive my pond is and just move down here. It's a little bit cold down here though, but I've lived in Afghanistan in the middle of winter, so don't worry about that. Yeah, so I'm going to clear up the top now, try to move this up there, take the other thing off. I don't know. Let's see what... I don't know. This is planned off the back of a fag packet. That's the expression. I don't smoke. It's gross. So here we go. Watch this space. Measure twice, cut once, guys. I am absolutely stoked with this. Now, when I turn you around, you're all going to agree. I know you are. That's really cool. It looks quite Japanesey. Let me show you. So this is the old one, guys, which I wasn't too keen with, to be honest. It didn't work out half as good. Oh, look, Mrs. Hinch is cleaning. Hey. Crack the whip and all that. Look at that! Are you joking me? That's awesome. So it is raining today, guys, so I'm going to struggle getting these little bits on. But, guys, please, that is wicked. So like I'm saying, guys, this has just been screwed by 2 screws on each corner. It can all be taken off. But the beauty with this is I can just take this up and store it on top of there, and it will be out of sight, out of mind until the next year. And wind ain't going to blow that away, I wouldn't have thought. But it's lovely. It sits on everything absolutely perfect. Obviously, I've got to put the coping stone on there. But what I'm going to do now is put some polycarb sheets on. And I'm hoping I've got enough distance on these polycarb sheets to stick on there. Touch wood. Let's go for it. Right, guys. I'm really tired now. Been at it most of the day again. Yeah. Made a new pond cover. Mark II. I like this one way more. So I am down about 1 inch of sheet gutting. I don't really want to buy another sheet, but I might have to just for my OCD. But I'll spin you around, guys. This thing is absolutely bombers. I can actually stand on this thing. Literally, I can stand in the middle of it. But let me spin you around. Right, so there we are. That's Mark II, guys. So as you can see, we've got a central spine all the way down. Fits on there like a charm. And like I was saying, I'm literally 1 inch down from that. So I haven't worked out a way to do this yet, but there's a lovely gentleman, I'm not going to mention any names, but he's given me a 110 millimeter gasket or grommet or uniseal. That's the badger. So what I am going to do, I haven't got time tonight, so what I'm going to do is the feeder is off for now. And what I'm going to start doing is hand feeding the fish. And the way I get into this, guys, is I've just got these little knobs here. Spin these around like so. And basically I've got access to the fish here. So as you can see, guys, I'm very happy with that. Fish have had some entertainment for the day. Probably haven't enjoyed it, I'm not going to lie. But what I am going to do here, guys, is I'm going to replace this top section, which is not quite long enough. It's worth 30 quid to me to get another sheet. And then what I'm going to do is put a couple of hinges on the top, and a couple of hinges on the top, and I will make some sort of, I don't know, thing to lock it down. But at the moment, guys, until my next day off, that is perfectly locked down. That is not going anywhere. Solid. So yeah, guys, that is Mark II. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. Absolutely lovely. And like I'm saying, it's not actually airtight. I've got a couple of gaps. So there's a gap all the way down that wall there, where you can see there. There's also a couple of gaps down the other side. So it's not totally airtight, guys. Gases can't escape from that. As you can see down here as well, you can see the water just down there where my finger is. So do you know what I mean? There is little bits and bobs for that to escape. So until my next day off, I think that's it. So it's only a small video, I would have thought, by the time I've edited this, probably about 15 minutes. So I hope you enjoyed it. I have been quite busy today. I've had to go and get the boat at the harbour, drop that off to the marine engineer. Been for a walk with the boy and the dog. Now I've got to go for another walk with the dog, to be honest. Yeah, so anyway, hope you like this one, guys. Until my next day off, boom.